Welcome to Inner Light Yoga. My name is Karolina. And let's start in all fours. So you can place your hands under the shoulders, spreading the fingers, and just making sure that the crease of your wrist is in line with the top of your mat. Bring your knees underneath the hips. Close your eyes for a moment here. And bring awareness to your hands. And here just slowly move your shoulders around your wrists. And notice how the distribution of weight is changing on your hands, depending on the position of your shoulders. Go the other way around. And come back to the center. Here, keep your eyes closed. And with your next inhalation, lift your sternum, relaxing your belly towards the floor. As you exhale, round your back and gently draw your navel in. As you inhale, lift the sternum. Create space in your chest. And as you exhale, gently round your back, creating space in the sides of the chest. Another few breaths like this. So trying to synchronize breath and movement. And you are not looking for a full expression of any of these postures. You just want to gently warm up your spine, connecting with your breath. And let's add a little bit more movement here. So with your exhalation, you want to round your back, but this time, bring your hips back to your heels. And you can keep your eyes closed for now. If that's uncomfortable, open your eyes and keep your gaze relaxed. With your inhalation here, I want you to scoop forward, keeping your nose close to the mat and elbows pointing back. And then gently push up. Exhale, round your back. Move the hips all the way down to the heels. And on the inhalation, scoop forward and push up. A few more rounds like this. And be aware of your breath. Let's do one more full round here. Inhaling, scooping forward and pushing up. And exhaling, rounding the spine and moving back. We'll stay here for a moment with your hips down on the heels. Stretching your arms a little bit more forward here again, creating more space in the chest. And then you can release your head to the floor. If you can't reach all the way down, you can place a blanket, pillow, or a block under. And here allow your hips to become heavy and relaxed. Breathe into your belly and lower back, chest and middle back, upper chest and upper back. Feel expansion on the inhalation and gentle contraction and softening on the exhalation. And when you're ready, I want you to lift your head just slightly off the floor and walk your hands all the way out to the left. And here I want you to bring your awareness to the right side of your chest. Direct your breath into that space. If you would like to intensify the stretch, you can place right hand on the left, allowing your hips again to become really heavy and relaxed. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, take your hands back to the center. Take a moment here. And then move your hands out all the way to the right, outside of the mat. Hips stay in the same position, nice and heavy. And if you want to intensify the stretch, place your left hand on the right. Relax your shoulders. Take another few breaths here, in and out through the nose. Come back to the center. And slowly lift your hips back into all fours. Okay, here I want you to step your right foot between the hands. With your knee above the ankle and toes pointing forward. You take a deep breath here. Lift the chest slightly higher. And on the exhale, try to release your hips closer to the floor. Now, if your knee is sensitive, you may want to fold the mat just to have a little bit more support and cushion for the kneecap. Okay, and here press your feet strongly to the floor. Spread the toes of the front foot. Engage your belly. And with your next inhalation, sweep your arms over the head. And for now, keep your chin parallel to the floor. Gaze relaxed. Forehead soft. And connect with your breath. Now here, take your right hand down to your hip. And with your next inhalation, stretch your left arm up, reaching out through the fingertips. As you exhale, gently lean to the right. It's only the upper body that's moving, so keep your legs nice and stable. And just gently tilt down to the right. Okay, and here you can feel the stretch in the front of your left thigh. The hip flexor, the psoas muscle, that's a really lovely deep stretch. So we'll take another few deep breaths in here. Softening the hips down, deepening the stretch. One more breath in. And as you exhale here, I want you to engage your belly and very slowly take your left hand all the way down to the floor. And as you inhale, take your right arm up, reaching out through the fingertips. On the exhalation, move your right arm back and down towards the floor. And on the inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And inhale, forward and up. Here I want you to mind your right knee. So make sure that the knee stays above the ankle. It's not dropping in to the center. Let's do another full circle. Inhale, forward and up. And exhale, back and down. Okay, here place your hands directly under the shoulders and spread the fingers. Curl the toes under and step your right foot back into the plank. Take a few moments here. Notice the difference between your left and right thigh. You can slightly bend each knee, one at a time. And then straighten both of your legs and press out through the heels. We'll take another 3 breaths in here. With your next exhalation, lower your knees to the floor. And slowly roll over the thighs onto your belly and chest. Bring your legs together, heels touching, and place your hands under the shoulders. Bring your elbows a little bit closer to the chest. Take a deep breath and lift your chest off the floor. We'll stay in Cobra for a few breaths, engaging your back muscles, pressing tops of your feet to the floor. On your next inhalation, slowly push up, back into all fours, and step your left foot between the hands. Align your knee with the ankle, toes are pointing forward. Come to the fingertips, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, press down through your feet and try to lower your hips a little bit closer to the floor. Engage your belly. Take a deep breath and bring your arms over the head. With each exhale, you can try to bring your hips a little bit lower. You can even rock your hips back and forward a little bit and notice how that changes the dynamics of the pose. Check if you can lower your hips a little bit more, just rocking back and forward, gently loosening the body. Okay, coming back to stillness. Here, bring your left hand down to the hip. And as you inhale, reach out through the fingertips. Stretch your right arm. Exhaling, gently leaning to the left, keeping your legs nice and stable and strong. We'll take a few breaths here. And with your next exhalation, slowly bring your right hand to the floor. Inhaling, lifting the left arm all the way up. As you exhale, bring your arm back and down towards the floor. On the inhalation, forward and up. Keep going here with your breath. One more full circle. Inhale forward and up. And exhale back and down. Okay, place your hands again under the shoulders. Spread the fingers. We'll step back to plank from here. Stay here for a moment. Engage your belly and legs. Keep your neck in line with the spine. And another few breaths in here. One more deep inhalation, and as you exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Roll over the thighs onto your belly and chest, placing your hands under the shoulders, legs together. Take a deep breath, lift up to Cobra. And as you exhale, push back into all fours. Here, take your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, curl the toes under. When you're ready, lift your knees off the floor just a few inches. Hold there and breathe. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, press your hips back towards the heels. Stay here and breathe. Let your upper arms to roll out here. Spreading the collarbones. With your next inhalation, slowly lift your hips all the way up. Soften your knees. You don't have to keep your legs completely straight in here. As you inhale, I want you here to come up on your toes. And on the exhalation, release your heels down towards the floor. Keep going with your breath. On the inhale, come up. And on the exhale, release. Few more breaths like this. One more time. And release. From here, I want you to look forward. And step your right foot between the hands. You can do it in 2 steps. So first to the center, then grab back of your ankle and move your foot to the front. Or just straight away from the downward dog. Round your back a little bit to create space and step your foot in between the hands. This time I want you to keep your left knee lifted off the floor. Align your knee with the ankle. And make your back leg really strong. Engage your abdomen. We'll come up from here. So with your next inhalation, rise your arms all the way up. Find your balance here. And bring your right hand down to your hip. Take a deep breath and reach out through the fingertips of your left hand. And on the exhalation, very gently lean to the right. And here, try to get it from your waist. Stable hips and very strong legs. Take one more deep breath. And as you exhale, very slowly with control, take your left hand all the way down. Inhale and bring your right arm up. On the exhale, move it back and down. On the inhale, forward and up. Work here with your breath. Let's do it one more time. Okay, and here bring your hands to the floor. Spread the fingers and step back to plank. We'll hold it here for a moment. And with your next exhalation, lower your knees to the floor and roll over the thighs. Press your elbows to the chest. Stretch the legs back, tops of the feet touching the floor. And as you inhale, lift up to cobra. Draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Stay here and breathe. And with your next inhalation, slowly push up back into all fours. Bring your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, spread the fingers, curl the toes under. And when you're ready, lift your knees off the floor, again just maybe 2 inches. Hold here for a moment. Focus on your breath. And with your next exhalation, press your hips back to the heels. Stay here for a moment. And as you inhale, slowly press your hips all the way up into the downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 5 deep breaths. Pressing your thighs back, allowing the collarbones to spread. Okay, and here when you're ready, step your left foot between the hands. Ankle is underneath the knee and toes pointing forward. Make your back leg strong and press out through the heel. Engage your belly. And as you inhale here, slowly take your arms over the head. Stay here and breathe. Okay, here slowly I want you to bring your right heel to the floor and open your arms all the way out into Warrior Two. Try to sink a little bit deeper into your front knee and keep it above the ankle. Soften tops of your shoulders and look over your left hand. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. With your next exhalation, bring both of your hands to the floor. Take your right knee down as well. And as you inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, hands to the floor. We'll step back to plank from here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower your knees and roll over the thighs. We'll go for cobra, legs together, heels touching. As you inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, push back into all fours. Hands under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. Curl the toes under, lift your knees. 3 deep breaths. And as you exhale, press them back to the heels. 3 breaths again here. And slowly push them up towards the ceiling. Okay, and here you can look forward and step your right foot between the hands. Knee exactly above the ankle, toes pointing forward, back leg is strong. Engage your belly. And here with your next inhalation, sweep your arms over the head. Take a few moments here again, find your balance. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. And bring your right hand down to the hip. Inhaling, stretching the left arm up and exhaling, gently leaning down to the right. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, take your left hand down to the floor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, over, down and back. And on the inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And inhale, forward and up again. Exhale. And inhale. One more exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take your hands down to the floor. Spread the fingers. Step your right foot back to plank. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, release. Legs together. On the inhale, come up to cobra. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips all the way up. Stay here and breathe. And when you're ready, look forward. Step your right foot between the hands, and as you inhale, take your arms up. Chin parallel to the floor. And here, sweep your left heel down to the floor. Stretch your arms out and sink a little bit deeper into the front knee. Soften tops of your shoulders. Look over your right hand. 5 deep breaths in Warrior Two. Exhale, take your hands to the floor, left knee down. Take a deep breath, lift your right arm. And exhale, release. Step back to plank from here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, knees to the floor and roll over the thighs. Hands under the shoulders, legs together. Inhale, come up to Cobra. Exhale, back into all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Curl the toes under, lift your knees. Take a deep breath. Exhale, press your hips back to the heels. And as you inhale, lift them up. Look forward and step your left foot between the hands. Position your knee exactly above the ankle. The back leg is strong. And as you inhale, take your arms up. Left hand goes down to the hip. Take a deep breath. Reach out through the fingertips of your right hand. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Legs are strong. Stay and breathe. And with your next exhalation, take your right hand down to the floor. Inhaling, left arm moves up. Exhale, bring it back and down towards the floor. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, take your hands under the shoulders. Spread the fingers. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the floor, roll over the thighs. Place your hands under the shoulders, press tops of your feet to the floor. As you inhale, come up to Cobra. We'll take downward facing dog from here. Curl the toes under, lift your hips all the way up. And here again, step your left foot between the hands. Align your knee with the ankle, and as you inhale, take your arms up. We'll open up to Warrior Two. Exhale, heel to the floor, arms stretching out, sinking a little bit deeper into the front knee. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, release your hands to the floor. Take your right knee down. Take a deep breath, left arm up. Exhale, release. Step back to plank from here. Left foot moves back. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the floor, roll over the thighs. Legs together, hands under the shoulders. Take a deep breath, come up to Cobra. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Okay, here look forward and again step your left foot between the hands. The back leg is strong, you want to press out through the heel. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Find your balance. Take your left hand down. As you inhale, stretch the right arm. On the exhale, lean to the left again. With your next exhalation, bring your right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, back and down towards the floor. On the inhale, forward and up. Keep going with your breath. One more circle. Okay, and bring your hands to the floor. Step your left foot back. Take a deep breath. Exhale, knees to the floor and roll over the thighs. As you inhale, take Cobra. Curl the toes under. Take downward facing dog. You look forward and step your right foot between the hands. Take a deep breath. Lift your chest. Exhale, drop your heel and lift the chest, stretching the arms up. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, sink deeper into your front knee. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. One more breath. And exhale, take your hands to the floor, left knee down, inhaling, right arm up. And exhale, release. Here I want you to step your right knee back. Release tops of your feet to the floor and then slowly move your hips back to the heels. Now here, if your head doesn't reach to the floor, you can close your hands into fists, stack one on top of the other, just to have a little bit more support for the head. If not, you can either keep your arms extended forward. If you don't need that support, if you can bring your head all the way down, keep your arms either straight forward or you can bring them back with the palms facing up, and that will allow your shoulders to relax a little bit deeper. Close your eyes for a moment and connect with your breath. Notice how deeply and how fast you breathe. Letting your breath to become a little bit more relaxed, a bit slower. Notice the movement, expansion, contraction. Feel your body. If you like, you can move to Shavasana from here. If you don't have time to stay in Shavasana, you can just place your hands now under the shoulders, slowly open your eyes, and come up to the seated position. And here you can either sit on top of your heels or sit with your legs crossed at the shins. With the hands resting in your lap, soften tops of your shoulders and close your eyes for a moment. If you decide to lie down, just stretch your legs forward, relax your arms, soften backs of your knees, and close your eyes. And take a few moments here to notice how you are feeling after the physical part of the yoga practice. Feel your body. Notice sensation in your feet, in your legs, in your hips, your back, belly and chest. Feel your arms, your hands, shoulders, neck, and head. Relax your forehead, your eyes, and chin. Relax your whole face. And take another few deep breaths in and out through your nose. And you can stay longer here if you wish. If you don't have any more time, you can take your hands in front of the heart center, gently pressing the palms together. And when you're ready, bow your head to the heart in gratitude to yourself. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.